Have you ever noticed how SCHD is like that friend who always shows up, just not exactly when you need them? Your bills are monthly, your rent is monthly, your groceries are monthly. But SCHD pops in only 4 times a year and basically says, "Here, handle this until I'm back. Thanks, buddy." Very helpful. So today, I want to show you a simple way to keep SCHD as your core holding, while turning that quarterly dividend into something that feels a whole lot closer to a monthly paycheck. No gambling, no weird tricks, no chasing shiny objects, just structure and timing. It sounds simple, but once you understand it, your whole portfolio feels different. Stick with me, because in the next few minutes you will see exactly how pairing SCHD with monthly paying ETFs can smooth your income, how a $100,000 portfolio behaves under this strategy, and why reinvesting is quietly doing 90% of the heavy lifting behind the scenes. Let's start with what SCHD actually is. One of the lowest cost, highest quality dividend ETFs on the market. It owns strong companies, it raises dividends over time, and it has a very low fee. In late 2025, SCHD's yield floats around 3.8%. Great reliability. Not so great timing. Here's the problem. SCHD pays dividends only 4 times a year, and real life is not built around 4 times a year. Imagine if your job paid you quarterly. You would be boiling pasta water with tears by week 7. So let's add some real numbers here. If you invest $100,000 in SCHD at roughly a 3.8% yield, you receive around $3,800 per year. Spread evenly, that feels like $316 every month. But honestly, that is not how SCHD pays you. Instead, it drops about $950 once every 3 months, and then goes silent, like it totally forgot your birthday. So, how do we fix this without breaking the SCHD magic? Here is the strategy. Keep SCHD as the main engine, but add a smaller slice of monthly paying ETFs. These monthly payers fill the quiet gaps between SCHD's quarterly payouts and give you smoother income. Let's use the same $100,000. Imagine you go with 80% in SCHD and 20% in a monthly ETF. That means $80,000 in SCHD and $20,000 in JEPI or SPYI. So, using SCHD's approximate 3.8% yield, $80,000 produces about $3,000 per year. If your monthly ETF yields around 8%, then $20,000 produces around $1,600 per year. Add them together and you now earn roughly $4,600 per year. That feels like about $386 each month compared to $316 from pure SCHD. And, a portion of that income arrives every month, not just once a quarter. Now let's look at a more income-focused version. Imagine 60% SCHD and 40% monthly payers. $60,000 in SCHD at 3.8% produces about $2,300 per year. $40,000 in a higher yield monthly ETF yielding around 10% produces about $4,000 per year. Combined, that is around $6,300 per year, which feels like about $523 each month. That is a pretty big jump from pure SCHD. Now, because this is finance, here's the boring but crucial truth. Higher yield never comes free. JEPI is balanced and conservative. SPYI is slightly more flexible. QYLD, XYLD, and RYLD push for higher payouts but often grow more slowly. So you are trading some long-term appreciation for higher cash flow today. Not bad, just a trade-off. But here is where the real secret lies: reinvestment plus consistency. There are 3 gears that make this whole system work. Gear 1, reinvest dividends. Every payout becomes new shares. Gear 2, time. New shares create new dividends. Gear 3, contributions. Even $100 or $200 per month speeds up the snowball. Let's say you have $20,000 in SCHD. At 3.8%, you earn around $760 per year. That is about $190 each quarter. If you reinvest it, you buy more shares every single quarter. Add $200 per month in fresh contributions, and suddenly your share count is growing faster than your grocery bill. Now here is the clever twist that many income investors swear by. They take the monthly income from JEPI or SPYI and automatically reinvest it into SCHD. That means SCHD grows every month, not just every quarter. It is like having a conveyor belt constantly delivering new shares into your long-term engine. Seeing money hit your account monthly also helps you stay emotionally stable. Instead of staring at your portfolio for 2 months wondering if it is on vacation, you see consistent income flowing in. It makes everything feel smoother and more intentional. A popular structure looks like this: 70 to 80% in SCHD for long-term stability, 20 to 30% in JEPI or SPYI for consistent monthly income. SCHD provides the reliable backbone. The monthly ETFs handle the timing. Now, let's be realistic. You will not double your income next Tuesday. This is not a get-rich-quick trick. But with consistent reinvestment, small contributions, and monthly income from JEPI or SPYI flowing into SCHD, your effective monthly income can double within a few years. So, if you want to start small, just take like 10 or 15% of your SCHD and move it into a monthly ETF. Then, track your next few months. Almost everyone really feels the difference between quarterly payouts and monthly cash flow. The most important number to track is your projected annual income over the next 12 months. If that number rises steadily, your system is working. But if it drops, something definitely needs adjusting. And here is a mindset shift that honestly changes everything. Stop thinking in terms of dividends. Start thinking in terms of cash flow. Dividends sound like a bonus, but cash flow sounds like income. And income is what, really lets you breathe easier at night. If you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe to MoneyQuest Broker for more ETF breakdowns and realistic income strategies. Comment below and let me know whether you combine SCHD with anything else or keep it pure. And one more thing, this video is for educational purposes only. It is not financial advice or a recommendation to buy or sell any ETF. All yields mentioned here are examples and can change over time. Monthly income ETFs may involve trade-offs such as slower price growth or long-term erosion of net asset value. Always research carefully and consider speaking to a licensed financial professional before investing. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.